This is the American Forces Vietnam Network. This is AFVN, serving the American fighting man 24 hours a day from the Delta to the DMZ. With transmitters in Quang Tri, Da Nang, Quy Nhon, Pleiku, and Nha Trang. With the key network station in Saigon, Vietnam.
If you leave Vietnam on emergency orders, do not report to an Army Replacement Battalion. You should report directly to the Army ATCO desk at your nearest air terminal. You must have your emergency leave orders from your parent unit with you. Reporting to the Replacement Battalion or failing to have emergency leave orders will only delay your departure. Maintenance of the M16 in the field is affected by conditions. In the upper altitudes, only a light lube should be applied, thin and often, especially often. Down in the Delta, areas with plenty of water, be extra careful that your lubrication does not get contaminated. Always use a clean lube. Take care of your weapon, and your weapon will take care of you. Here's a good way for you to count down your tour. Count the Sundays. In a one-year tour, there are 52 Sundays. And by counting the Sundays and attending chapel, you can figuratively reduce your tour by 1/7. You'll still be here for a full tour, but Sundays certainly will mean more to you. This week in every wink, attend chapel. Make your Sundays count.
Say, I got some new papers. Really different.
How are they different? You mean licorice or flags?
No, man. Stars and Stripes.
Wow, that's what I said, man. Flags.
You freak. Pacific Stars and Stripes, the newspaper.
What's special about that?
Dope. Dope.
Dope? What the kind of an answer is that?
Pacific Stars and Stripes is starting a weekly series on drug abuse.
Yeah?
Yeah, heavy. Pass it around.
Yeah, pass it around.
If you're between your 4th and 8th month in country, then here's some great news for you.
Would you like to ride in my beautiful?
It's now possible for you to take up to 2 weeks leave to visit the United States. A recent change in the MACV leave policy makes a trip to the States available to you during your Vietnam tour. And here's how it works. First, you'll need proof of a return flight, and second, have completed the leave by the 8th month of your normal Vietnam tour, extensions excluded. Your ID card and leave orders are your passport, and there's no processing involved in the States. But remember, when approved for the leave, you must have that confirmed return seat. The new leave policy is in effect right now.
Man, I'll tell you, that R&R is something else. I had so much fun there that I went back for a week on leave. It's great. I'd like to go back again, but, well, I can't see any way of doing it.
What do you mean you can't see any way of going again? Haven't you heard about the new change in the MACV leave and pass policy?
No. What change you talking about?
Well, it's like this. The new change allows you to take up to 14 days leave after you've been in country for 3 months. In your case now, you've had 7 days leave already, right? Okay. So you can now still take another 7 days. Hey, where are you going?
Put in for leave, man. Where else? A little traveling music, please. When the time rolls around for you to decide on where you'd like to take your R&R, it might be a good idea to put Sydney, Australia on the top of your list. Sydney is noted for its hospitality. If you like, you can spend a couple of days on a ranch with an Australian family with a variety of activities, ranging from horseback riding to prospecting. Sydney, the oldest city in Australia, is a city of fashion and fine styling. And the women? Well, don't hesitate. Stop by your unit admin office and make arrangements for a week in Sydney.
And now,
Now, some points to ponder about CONUS leave.
Point. After you've been in Vietnam for 4 months, you can put in for a 14-day CONUS leave, but you must complete the leave and be back by the end of your 8th month.
Point. You are authorized to travel to the States on a space available status, but you are cautioned that Space A seats are very limited, particularly during the holiday seasons.
Point. Any time you spend at the airport waiting for the plane counts as leave time. If you're lucky, this may be only a few hours, but you can't always be lucky and should be prepared to spend 2 or 3 days of your leave time waiting for a flight.
Point. Your 14 days begin when you sign out of your unit and end when you sign back in. If you can't make it back in that time, then you shouldn't go in the first place.
Point. You are authorized to go to and from the States on commercial aircraft. As a matter of fact, before you can even leave Vietnam, you must have a confirmed return commercial reservation.
You are urged to take advantage of the new MACV leave plan and the space available program. But remember our pointers. Make your stateside leave a great vacation.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
Yeah, baby. This is Smokey, the old fire prevention water buffalo here, to remind you that fire safety is your responsibility. It's a darn shame when people, Americans and Vietnamese, have been working so hard to build up things, and then somebody gets careless with matches or their cigarette, or even worse sometimes, explosives. I don't particularly relish the idea of getting my hide tanned in some fire caused by someone else's carelessness. I just as soon you didn't light my fire. Remember, fire safety is your responsibility.
When traveling on commercial airlines in the States, use your military discount. It means big savings on tickets. Airline discounts amount to 1/3 reduction for reserve travel and a 1/2 reduction for standby travel. To qualify for the rates, you must be on active duty, traveling at your own expense on leave, pass, or within 7 days of discharge, and in uniform. You'll also need your DD Form 1580, which you can pick up at your orderly room. Use your discount to save from 1/3 to 1/2 on stateside airline travel. But don't forget to travel in uniform and have a valid DD Form 1580. In the Republic of Vietnam, there are 2 types of malaria. 1, the bivalve, and 2, the falciparum. Bivalve can recur for 2 years if not treated properly. Falciparum could be fatal if not treated. The average hospitalization period for a malaria victim is about 20 days. Prevention of malaria is fairly simple. Fairly simple when you consider the danger of the disease. Be safe. Be sure. Take your malaria pills as prescribed. Your tour will seem to go a lot faster if you count the Sundays. You know, there are 52 of them in a year. That's 1/7 of your time. Make your Sundays count. Attend chapel this and every week. If your M16 has stopped extracting, chances are that there's carbon built up in the extractor recess or lips. Maybe the extractor is busted or the spring is shot. And there is one more important thing to look for: dirty ammo. Practice good preventive maintenance on your weapon. Your weapon could save your life someday. ESP. These are ESP days at your local post or base exchange. Extra savings programs on many popular items. This program will continue through the 10th of December. You can now do your Christmas shopping early and at substantial savings. Look for the big red ESP tag at your local post or base exchange. ESP. Would you like to go to school? Well, the GI Bill is ready to help you, even if you're still on active duty. All you have to do is sign up for a correspondence course. You're eligible if you've had 2 years of active duty. Now, you don't have to wait. You can learn right now, and the GI Bill will help pay for it. You're entitled to 36 months total schooling, and that's equivalent to 4 years of college. You should remember, however, that the months you use while you're on active duty will reduce the number of months available to you after discharge. So check into it right away and get all the facts. Find out about correspondence courses and how you can get started right away. Your education or personal affairs officer has all the information you need on the educational benefits of the GI Bill, now and as a veteran.
Are you ready?
Well, here it is, R&R time.
Are you ready?
Are you ready to go? I see you have lots of money, over $500 as a matter of fact. In order to convert that money, you're going to need a commander's certificate for the total amount. The R&R Processing Center will convert up to $500 in MPC to green. Now, with the commander's letter, you can convert up to $1,000 because the letter tells where you got it. Get it?
Yes, you're ready.
When leaving on R&R, you will have to have a commander's certificate to convert more than $500. And you can't convert more than $1,000. What can you spend $1,000 for anyway?
Now you're ready. Well, then what you waiting for?
Some people really have a lot to show for their tour in Vietnam. Take George, for example. Well, he has 24 sets of stateside undies. Or Bill. Well, he has more electronic gear than we do. And Jim, that new car will really look snazzy back home. But then there's Clark. Good old Clark. He's been tucking away all of his money in the 10% savings program. For the last year, Clark has been earning 10% interest on his savings. He's had to give up stateside undies, stereo gear, and a new car. Well, at least for right now. Clark has money in the bank, which will go a lot farther in the States than 24 sets of undies. Your finance officer can enroll you in the Soldiers Savings Deposit Program. Now through the 26th of this month, a traffic safety campaign will be underway here in Saigon. The Saigon police will be giving lectures to local groups, and Boy Scouts and school children will be distributing traffic safety materials to pedestrians and drivers. U.S. personnel should take this campaign as a serious reminder to themselves that safe driving is the individual's responsibility. They should also take this opportunity to familiarize themselves with local traffic rules and regulations. For instance, most Americans are unaware that motorcycle passengers must ride side saddle. Try to make the Saigon Traffic Safety Campaign a success through your own good driving habits. Safety is your responsibility. Preventive maintenance is something you should be thinking about all of the time, not just when your equipment breaks down. Preventive maintenance holds true not only for vehicles, but typewriters, electronic equipment, weapons, why, even your personal camera and tape recorder. The military gear that you're using belongs to the taxpayers of America, and the less you break, the less they'll have to spend for replacements. It makes good sense to pull daily preventive maintenance. You can save your country a lot of money and yourself a lot of extra work.
I'm depending on you.
Pull preventive maintenance daily.
Jimi Hendrix died of drugs at the age of 27. Is it worth it? Chaplin died of drugs just 2 years later at the age of 27. Is it worth it?
Got a runaway M60, huh? Check the sear on that M60. The sear could be badly busted, or the notch on the operating rod is badly worn. Whichever, don't you try and fix it. That's a job for the armorer. If you have a drug problem and you want to do something about it, you can. In Pleiku, it's as simple as picking up the phone and dialing HELP. I'm talking about help without putting yourself on the spot, without getting bogged down in military channels. In Pleiku, it's called the Amnesty Program, and it's conducted by men who are professionals in solving problems, our chaplains and medical officers. Get help without it ever being held against you. Dial HELP. Do those payday lines at the bank get you down? Actually, a lot of that waiting is kind of silly, because you can now have your check sent directly to your own account. Under the bankroll pay system, your finance or dispersing officer will send your check directly to your military banking facility, whether here in Vietnam or in the States. There's no waiting in line, because your deposit is made for you. Drop by your finance officer today. It'll be the last payday line you'll ever have to wait in. There's a convenient way for you to save and bank right in the same building. Your military banking facility pays you 5% interest on the money in your account over $100. There are no strings attached at all. And on top of the interest, there's no service charge on your checking account. You can't beat that combination anywhere. 5% interest on your balance over $100 and a free checking account. You can open your account at your nearest military banking facility. Here's the news that you've been waiting for. Now you can fly home at a substantial savings, in some cases up to 50%. You'll fly direct from Saigon to the United States on a charter flight. Pick your own choice of U.S. stops: Oakland, Chicago, or New York City. Get the maximum of your leave time at home. Take a charter flight. Check the stars and stripes for the phone number of the Military Airlines ticket sales office nearest you.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me.
Those are the Mills Brothers singing "I'll Be Home for Christmas." Wouldn't it be wonderful if all of you could be home for Christmas? Well, one of you could be by phone. Send a card with the name and address of someone you'd like to call to CWA USO Hi Mom, 3960 Wilshire Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90005. If your card is picked, you got a free call. So send yours today and make that call home for Christmas. Man, that's pretty good dope, all right.
Yeah, wow. It's all clear now, man.
Think we should share this with the other guys?
Yeah, wow. This is the best. Right here in the Stars and Stripes. The straight dope on dope. From the 10th of January until the end of February. A weekly series on drug abuse. Heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. Pass it around.
Yeah, pass it around.
This is the American Forces Vietnam Network. This is AFVN, serving the American fighting man 24 hours a day from the Delta to the DMZ. With transmitters in Quang Tri, Da Nang, Quy Nhon, Pleiku, and Nha Trang. With the key network station in Saigon, Vietnam.
You know that little MACV card you were issued when you reported in-country? Its official name is the MACV Form 5. Without it, you're in sad financial trouble. It must be presented when purchasing money orders and in other financial matters. If you need a new one, see your unit commander or personnel officer. Do it today.